It's the rarest feat in professional golf. 4 trophies, 4 majors, 1 impossible dream. Only 6 men in history have ever done it. Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, Ben Hogan, Gene Sarazen, Rory McIlroy. But here's the twist. They all completed the career Grand Slam. But only one did it in the most dominant, dramatic, or groundbreaking way. So, today, we're not just telling their stories, we're finding out who really completed the greatest Grand Slam in golf history. Let's dive into the legends, the drama, the stats, and finally, the redemption story that shocked the world in 2025. In 2000, Tiger Woods was just 24 years old, and yet he had already rewritten the sport's expectations. He completed his career Grand Slam with a commanding win in 2000 at the Open Championship, dominating the field by 8 strokes. But Tiger didn't stop there. He went on to win the PGA Championship that same year, followed by the 2001 Masters. That meant Tiger held all 4 major titles at once, not in the same calendar year, but within 365 days. It's what the world now calls the Tiger Slam. Only Bobby Jones had achieved anything similar, but unfortunately, never with the modern majors. Tiger's feat wasn't just dominant, it was otherworldly. He won 7 out of 11 majors between 1999 and 2002. He wasn't just beating the competition, he was dismantling it. Power, precision, and pressure-proof performance. Tiger is likely the most dominant player we will ever see in golf. When you talk about the greatest in golf, Jack Nicklaus is always in the conversation. He completed his career Grand Slam in 1966 with a win at the Open, joining the elite club. But Jack didn't just complete the Slam once, he did it 3 times over. With 18 career majors, more than any golfer in history, Jack set a bar that no one has matched. He won the Masters 6 times, he conquered Augusta like it was his backyard, and he didn't just win, he outlasted generations of challengers across 3 decades. Jack's consistency was unmatched. While others peaked and faded, he remained a force year after year. If greatness means longevity, adaptability, and sustained dominance, Jack Nicklaus is the undisputed champion. Back in 1930, Bobby Jones accomplished something no one else ever has. He won all 4 of what were considered the major championships at the time in a single calendar year. That included the US Open, the Open Championship, and the US and British Amateurs. 4 wins, 1 summer. A Grand Slam before the modern version even existed, and then he retired at just 28 years old. Jones never turned professional. He played for the love of the game and still racked up 13 major titles in total. His 1930 Slam remains unmatched for its perfection and timing. He founded Augusta National and co-created the Masters tournament. His influence extends beyond trophies. He helped shape the modern game. Jones' Slam is a symbol of pure amateur brilliance, something we may never see again. Ben Hogan's story is one of genius and grit. This triumph included post-car crash Hogan. He came back from near death to make history, which is argued a bigger comeback than Tiger Woods' 2019 Masters triumph. He completed the career Grand Slam in 1953 with a win at the Open Championship. That same year, he also won the Masters and the US Open, but the PGA Championship overlapped with the Open that year, so he physically couldn't play in all 4. Had schedules aligned, Hogan might have joined Bobby Jones with a calendar year slam. Still, he's the only man to win the Masters, US Open, and the Open in a single season. His swing is still studied. His ball striking remains the gold standard. Hogan's Grand Slam came through sheer will, strategic brilliance, and flawless mechanics. He didn't just play the game, he mastered it under unimaginable circumstances. Gary Player's journey to the career Grand Slam took 6 years and crossed continents. He completed it in 1965 by winning the US Open, becoming the first non-American to do it. But he almost did it again in 1979. He came painfully close to a second US Open win that would have given him a second slam. Player's legacy isn't just about trophies. He won over 160 tournaments across 6 continents. His global impact and longevity made golf truly international. He was one of the first to focus on fitness in golf. He promoted the game worldwide and inspired countless international players to pursue greatness. The Black Knight wasn't just a champion, he was a pioneer. Gene Sarazen was the first player to complete the modern career Grand Slam. He won his final missing piece, the Masters, in 1935, just a year after the tournament began. That win is legendary for one shot, a double eagle on the 15th hole known as the shot heard round the world. It's one of the most iconic moments in golf history. Sarazen's journey spanned 13 years. He won the US Open in 1922, the US PGA shortly after, the Open in 1932, and then finally the Masters. In 1955, Augusta built the Sarazen Bridge to honor his unforgettable shot. He didn't just complete the slam, he helped define it. Sarazen's career shaped the early years of professional golf and laid the foundation for future greats. And now, in 2025, the 6th man to join this elite club is Rory McIlroy. But unlike the others, Rory's story isn't about major dominance, although it would depend how you define dominance given his 37 top 10 finishes in majors. Despite less majors, McIlroy only needed 5 major wins to complete the Grand Slam. It's about persistence, heartbreak, and the long road to redemption. Don't get me wrong, Rory has dominated everything outside of the majors. Little Rory from Hollywood, Northern Ireland, was swinging clubs taller than he was by age 3. At 9, he made headlines chipping golf balls into a washing machine on live TV. By 16, he was playing professional events and quickly gained a reputation for his natural talent and charisma. He burst onto the major scene in 2011 with a record-shattering US Open win, finishing 8 shots ahead of the field. He followed up with the PGA Championship in 2012, the Open in 2014, and another PGA title later that year. By age 25, he had 4 majors. But then, the drought began. From 2014 to 2025, 11 long years, he remained winless in majors. And one title kept eluding him: the Masters. Rory's 2011 Masters collapse, where he led after 3 rounds but posted a final round 80 to finish tied for 15th, became a defining moment. Augusta National turned into his Everest. Each year he returned, each year he fell short. As the years passed, the questions grew louder. Could Rory ever do it? Would the Grand Slam always remain just out of reach? In 2025, Rory was no longer the young phenom. At age 36, new stars had taken the spotlight. He hadn't won a major in over a decade. But Rory made one change. He worked closely with sports psychologist Dr. Rob Rotella to rewire his mindset. He learned to let go of expectations, to stay present, and to enjoy the game again. That shift made all the difference. At the 2025 Masters, Rory arrived grounded, focused, and free. His driving was world-class, his iron play was precise, and most importantly, his putting, long considered his weakness at Augusta, looked calm and confident. he remained steady through the rounds, even overcoming 4 double bogeys to post a final round 68. He entered a playoff with Justin Rose, a seasoned rival and former US Open winner. Rory hit a perfect wedge shot to within 3 feet and sank the birdie putt with the world watching. With that win, Rory McIlroy completed the career Grand Slam. Beyond his 5 major titles, Rory had 29 PGA Tour wins, 18 European Tour victories, and over $104 million in earnings. His endorsements with Nike, Omega, and TaylorMade have made him one of the sport's most visible ambassadors. But more than stats, Rory has been a leader. During golf's chaotic civil war between the PGA Tour and LIV Golf, Rory became the voice of integrity. He defended tradition, championed players, and stood firm when others wavered. Rory's win at Augusta was a message to every athlete facing doubt, every fan who waited with hope, and every dreamer who keeps getting back up. The boy who once chipped balls into a washing machine finally conquered the course that haunted him. Despite the chaotic war, where Rory has stood up for things, and the PGA Tour, things way bigger than himself, he delivered his true potential despite all the noise and politics. 6 legends, 6 different paths, but only one can be called the most legendary Grand Slam story in golf. Was it Tiger's dominance, Jack's sustained greatness, Jones's perfect season, Hogan's comeback, Player's global legacy, or Rory's decade-long redemption? Let us know in the comments whose Grand Slam was the greatest of all time. If you love golf, comebacks, and unforgettable moments in sports history, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.